So you fell in love with a Filipina, but she's wearing a revealing clothes all the time. And it gets into your head like, how can you change the person? Maybe you're in this kind of situation right now, Pakistani brothers, wherein your Filipina girlfriend is wearing too much, like it shows too much skin, which I believe in your culture is not that acceptable. You know, being in that kind of situation, you have to ask yourself, are you okay with that kind of values that she has? Like, okay, you're in love, you're committed, you want to spend time with her, or you want to be with her, you want to marry her, but it affects your well-being when it comes to her clothing. How do you handle this kind of scenario wherein you try to tell her in a nice manner, but still she finds it like an attack towards her way of, like her way of living her life? You know, because in our culture, you also have to understand that we are not prohibited when it comes to expressing ourselves. So Philippines settings is more of like a westernized, because obviously we were influenced by some western countries. So people follows the trend. Ladies do a lot of self improvements, like there are surgeries out there, there are enhancement. Those are the things that you have to see if you can deal with it. You don't have to change your partner if you cannot accept her way of life or her way of clothing or how she behaves herself or how she carries herself. Then you have to stop and think, do you really want to be with that person? Because please, as much as possible, try to avoid changing the partner or the person because of your preference. You need to know that you need to know that we have different culture. If you cannot accept our culture, if it doesn't really harm you, okay, given it's considered like people will talk about you, how your partner is wearing this kind of clothing. I know for sure, like in Pakistan, we will not be able to do that, like showing too much skin, because obviously it's not acceptable there. But if she's in her home country or wherever she is now that is acceptable with that kind of clothing, I don't think you have to stop her from doing what she loves, because it's an expression of herself. We as women, we have to express ourselves in a manner that we are more comfortable and we're happy about it. It's just that the problem with this kind of relationship, not a problem, but more of a challenge, is that when a Pakistani tries to change the woman, and then it starts all the challenges, or it starts with all the arguments, because obviously you cannot change the person in just one snap because you're in a relationship. Try to understand that no matter how, or no matter what are the ways that she's doing now, it's her way of expressing herself. I'm not saying that it's like, I mean, it really depends on the situation. For example, if she's just wearing the proper like t-shirt and then she's wearing short, but in your belief it's not allowed, then I don't think there's an issue with that, because that's how the normal clothing that we are accustomed with, or it's the norm for us. There's no issue of wearing shorts for us. Unlike in your culture, it's totally different. Then you have to respect that. If you cannot respect or you cannot accept that, then you have to find someone else that will fit in your preference. Don't try to change the person, because I've received so many messages about their partner is changing them. Pakistani men, like Pakistani wants to change how she goes with the friends. The boyfriend stops her from going out with friends, which is not acceptable because at the end of the day, being in a long, most of you are in a long distance relationship, right? Being in a long distance relationship doesn't have to be involved within the relationship. You have to be with people in order for to keep your sanity, to keep yourself, you know, at a stable condition. Because if you're too focused on the relationship, it could ruin the relationship because all attentions all over on you or all over on her, then expectations will arise. And when the expectations are not being met, that's the time the frustration comes in. So you have to balance these things, especially when you're in a long distance relationship. Don't try to change your partner because she's just, expressing herself and she's not really showing something beneath that clothes, right? So you have to be understanding, brothers, because not all the time it's just your preference. If you cannot, if you're not really comfortable with that kind of partner, then you have to find someone else, right? I mean, don't make yourself complicated or don't make your life complicated. And please, I always say this, please don't try to change your partner, because if they change into a person that it's not them, it also fire back on you. Because at the end of the day, if she's changed something in herself that she's not totally okay with it, it could fire back on you, and she will, complain, or she will, how do you call this? She will try to, or she will blame you that why did you change me? I was not like this before. And what if she's not happy with the change, right? So if you're a boyfriend of a Filipina and she's like she likes going out, she likes going with friends, she likes like going to the club, she likes, but she's not doing anything bad. Like she's just fun, she loves fun, she loves to go out with friends and have a drink, or she loves going out with, these are the things that she's used to it before meeting you. So please try to be understanding and try to study the culture of a Filipina, especially if you're just on a dating stage or if you're just getting to know each other. Because don't the main actually the way I see it, a lot of women are changing their lifestyle because of a man. So if you're one of that man, please try to change. I hope that you're not one of that man that I'm talking with now, that you don't have to stop your partner of doing things which she really loves. So I hope this video helps you when it comes to navigating, or when it comes to understanding the different culture that we have between Filipina and of course Pakistani culture. It's way different when it comes to the clothing. We don't really cover ourselves, like cover our hair, unlike you have to wear the the traditional Pakistani clothing. For us, we can wear whatever we want, as long as, for me, as long as it's decent according to the occasions. For example, if your girlfriend is wearing bikini in a, like when she goes to the mall, of course that's not acceptable, right? But if she likes wearing bikini, she has the body, and she goes to the beach with you, then I don't think it's a problem because it's a beach anyway. Unless you're not okay with that, then try to change your girlfriend. Try to get someone who's not, who will not wear a bikini going to the beach. So, thank you mga kadosti. And for you, Pakistani brother, if you're watching and you're in the same situation, please try to share on the comment section what are your thoughts about this. Are you okay with letting your Filipino girlfriend to do whatever like she's comfortable with, or you just want to change her totally? So we can discuss on the comment section. I appreciate people who comments. I try to respond as much as I can. So mga kadosti, thank you so much again for all this support, love, by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. Please share this video also to people whom you know that having the same issues or having the same confusion about our Philippine culture. I hope to see you on the next video. Please try to be mindful and respectful when it comes to your comments. I read and then I respond as much as I can. Thank you mga kadosti!